morning, Misfits. I did it again. I fucking did it again. I didn't plug in my fucking thing, so I got the buzzies, but you can't hear it. So I'm just gonna slowly go crazy for about 20 minutes, and then I will unplug it. Let's start the timer. Bink. So, whoop, nope, start it. 30 minutes for the show on X and YouTube, but the full show is always on Rumble. So get over to Rumble and jump in the live chat. Don't do it if you just plan on spamming the chat like the fucking retards from last night. I got a lot of fans. I get a lot of people that really, really like me. They like me so, so much. So much that they come over and they say hi all the time. And they call me a bunch of mean names. Good morning, Moon McDare on the edge. Aiden, we're already got the chat going with the regulars, with the P1s. P1s. Dan Bongino is get fun. Guys, let me read it. Hold on. Sorry. ADD. I just clicked, I don't know, I just clicked the fucking my mail for some reason. And good morning. You're a fat gay Jew faggot. Get fucked, you makeup wearing gay Jew faggot. That's every day. If you guys don't believe me, hold on. I'm going to let's go through shit. Let's see. Let's just go through 24 hours. All right, let's find out. 24 hours. Yesterday. Okay, that's yesterday. Um yesterday. Um yesterday. Uh yesterday. Yesterday. I'm scrolling while I'm doing this, by the way, guys. Tuesday. Okay, so somewhere between here and there. Okay, Tuesday, Tuesday, Tuesday. All right. So we must have been close with that. Yesterday. Okay, so starting here. Okay. Starting starting here with this message. Let's I would do the screen record, but I have some people that left nice messages and I don't want to post them. Okay, so starting with Fujiwaffen SS, it's literally fucking Nazis, right? Starting here, right here where my finger is. Okay, let's go and see how much hate mail I got for the last 24 hours. Obviously, you can't read it, but you'll just to prove a point. Look, all of this is the past 24 hours. 24 hours. I'm telling you guys, this is what it's like living in Misfits inbox. It's still going. Okay, so all of that, and I'm gonna count the hate mail, and I'll get rid of the. So at least one. Hitler did everything right. Everybody can tell you're a fag, gay. There's a nice one. Um, I have big hands. Oh, uh, faggot, a bunch of shit. Hitler was a great man. Hitler was right. It's wild, man. I would say 90% of this is all hate mail. Faggot. They keep showing that. They keep showing that picture that was on my Facebook. Um, and like I get people leave me messages. A few. I would say like five, maybe three or four or five of those is nice. They're like, "Hey, I see all the hate you're getting. Keep your head up. Keep fighting. Keep talking." I'm like, well, thank you. I don't need your permission. I'm gonna do it anyway. But it's it's hard to explain. Um, this cancel culture shit has happened to me before, and I don't. I turn off the part of my brain that would get like emotionally connected. I mean, it's weird. It's like it is bad. It does affect me, but I don't know if I think that if you were to take it personally, I would end up in a corner crying. Like it's like I think most people would, and that's what they want. They want you to. That's the goal of this internet dragging shit. Like if you come out and you say something that a group of cultists don't like, then they group think mob attack. It's woke. It's the woke mob. Just because they wear MAGA hats, it doesn't mean it's not the woke mob. It's the same fucking people. It's the same people with the same personalities, with the same intentions, with the same goals. These are all like the crazy radical left and the crazy radical right. They are the same thing. I had the radical left attack me. I say that the fucking radical right, they're more aggressive. They're more like they're more visceral. So, it's just interesting. Anyway, let's jump in. Let's go to the daily breakdown. Oh, you know what? No, first we got to do something first. This fucking guy. This guy came at me. Don't know who he is, but just as usual, let me move myself over here. Scott Ritter left a comment under one of my posts, and then somebody left me this. Okay. So hold on, let me get to this first. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait. It's not bringing it up on that screen. Okay, here's my post, you know. I'm getting pretty emotional here. Everyone thinks the emotional was sadness. No, it was anger. I was angry when I made this post because, you know, every once in a while I got to let it out. I'm like, guys, fuck. So this is what Scott Ritter said. All right. So I said, if you're an enemy of Zionists, you're an enemy of mine. If you hate them, you hate me. I'll hate you right back. Don't give a fuck who you voted for. I'm ready to go to war with my own party, and more people should join me. This is really upsetting people. So Scott Ritter says you can't be both, like a Christian and a Zionist. If you're a Christian Zionist, your loyalty is to Zionism, not America. Okay, hold on. Let's just keep reading. Which means you're not the patriot you think you are. Okay. You're actually a confused illiterate. Hold on. Did I spell something wrong? No. 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 No, I can read. Huh. Who embraces the notion of rapture. Oh. Which means your support of Zionism is simply to facilitate Armageddon. I know where this came from, but let's go. So kindly fuck off. I'd like America and the world to be around for a while. Okay? P.S. If God is all powerful and knowing, what do you mean if? He is. He is all powerful and knowing, and everything happens according to his plan. Why does he need your help to bring about the end of days? Again, when the fuck did I say that? Who the fuck do you think you are pushing your agenda? God. And therein lies the problem. So if you're a Zionist, you're playing God. Anyway, somebody sent me this. The FBI getting on UN perv's case. The FBI is getting the sealed records of ex-UN arms inspector Scott Ritter's internet kitty sexting bust with an eye towards slapping him with federal charges, officials said yesterday. A judge last week signed an order requiring the cops and prosecutor to hand over all records and any evidence in the Ritter case to the FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office. Ritter, this is the important part, was busted by the cops in Albany, suburb of Colony, near his Delmar home in June 2001 after arranging a sex rendezvous at a Burger King with someone he met and communicated with online. Someone he was led to believe was a 16-year-old girl. Police said the father of young teen twin daughters planned to have the girl watch while he masturbated. The teen was actually an undercover vice cop, so that's good. Good that you didn't actually meet the teenager. Ritter, who served as a UN weapons chief in Iraq, was charged with attempted endangerment of a child. The crime is punishable by up to 90 days in jail. That seems light. But the case was adjourned in contemplation of the dismissal, and the records were sealed. As part of the deal, Ritter, former Marine, underwent court-ordered sex offender counseling. The case was kept under wraps so well that the Albany County DA didn't hear about it until 2 weeks ago when it was reported to the newspaper. Klein said he was shocked and angered when he hadn't been told about the case. He sent the oppressor, the assistant DA, to handle it. The bust, this is great, another important part. The bust came just 2 months after Ritter was nabbed in a similar undercover operation involving a 14-year-old girl. But he was released without being charged. So what is Mr. Ritter's excuse? You left out one little detail, dipshit. The FBI did, in fact, get the sealed file. They didn't press charges because they determined no crime had been committed. Sort of relevant to your narrative, don't you think? No! No, here's why I don't think, you fucking pedo. Fucking idiot. You were busted by the cops because you were communicating with somebody that you believed to be a 16-year-old. 2 months after, you were busted by the cops for communicating with somebody you believed to be a 14-year-old. I don't care if you were convicted, you dumb cunt. They didn't do that by accident. Fucking Andrew Tate narrative, innocent until proven guilty. If I don't get convicted, then I didn't do it. No, fuckface. I would love to hear your explanation, but as of right now, I'm gonna go with my gut. Here's my gut. You look like a fucking pedophile. You look like a pedophile. You are online acting like a fucking teenager, and you were busted 2 different times in sting operations where you were going after children. It's like, I don't want to hear, oh, I was shut up. 2 times, bro. 2 fucking times. I mean, let me pull up this New York art. I want to make sure I got this absolutely right. Just want to be, diligent in my criticism. I wouldn't want to falsely accuse anyone. I mean, I know you weren't convicted. Yeah, nope. Yep, no, it's all right there. Yep, 2 different times. The reason we have a fucking pedo problem on the right. We have a fucking cognitive dissonance problem on the right. We have a problem on the right where we just accept people who agree with us politically, and we have the fucking worst human beings on the planet that are coming into our tent. You know what? Let's go back to one thing. I want to see something, because I think other people were leaving comments. Scott, let's see here. It never happened. Oh. The New York Post is a right-wing tabloid. Okay. I saw something, but I'm not going to go digging for it. Either way, yeah, no. Why don't you go fuck yourself? And stay away from kids. Sound good? Sound good. All right. Oh my god, you already got the fire. It's fucking 7 something. It's 7:14 in the morning, guys. You're gonna have to really fucking get the fuck out of here. Oh, fisted his butt hurt. Yeah. Bro, this coordinated attack against me. It's like it starts off with the whole bots and the fucking smear campaigns and shit like that, and then it grows organically. So now I got to deal with. I know that the initial attack will slow down with all of this, and it's like, oh, why am I getting attacked? Oh, I went after fucking pedophiles and sex traffickers. It's like, I'm such an asshole. Um, but yeah, no, I've had people that are crossing over now onto Instagram. I got people texting me. I told you guys I get death threats, shit like that. So does it bother me? Yes. Is it annoying? Yes. Is it going to stop me? Absolutely not. You people should have Googled me. You should have. You should have Googled me before you did this. All right, there's another one. Bye bye. Let's get to the daily breakdown. Now, if you guys have never watched the daily breakdown before, what I do is every morning on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, I go on the interwebs and I just type in the word news. And whatever pops up, that's what we break down. So, the top 3 stories for today, we're going to do this one quick. I got shit to do today. I really got to hustle. So, I might do under an hour. Um, First headline is Trump to sign order to shut down Department of Education. Fucking fantastic. And as you can see, I rushed through the show, so we didn't do the separate thingies. Let me go find it. Executive order. Yes, here we go. So, U.S. President Donald Trump will sign a long anticipated executive order on Thursday, which is today. Pull this up. That aims to shut down the Department of Education, acting on key campaign pledge, according to White House summary seen by Reuters. Even before it was signed, the order was being challenged by a group of Democrat state attorneys generals who filed a lawsuit to block Trump from dismantling the department and halt the layoffs of nearly half its staff, announced last week. The NAACP, a leading civil rights group, also blasted this expected order as unconstitutional. Where the fuck is the Department of Education in the Constitution? Right? Like where? It's a bureau. It's a bureaucracy, right? You don't need it. We should also get rid of the ATF. Um, this is a dark day for millions of American children who depend on federal funding for quality education, including these in poor and rural communities with parents who voted for Trump. Yeah, okay. Look, here's the deal. We are coming in pretty fucking bad with education. What are we, 27th in literacy around the world? We're not doing too good with education, and we used to be really good with education, right? What changed? Oh, it was the Department of Education. Look, anytime the government does anything, they fuck it up. Go to the DMV, go to the post office, go to the VA. You'll see absolute fucking just incompetence. So for those of you that don't know, the Department of Education gets like what is it, $1.9 billion budget a year? I want to say I might be wrong on those numbers. I'm pretty sure I'm right. $1.9 billion. So when you get rid of the Department of Education, what do you do with that money? Do you go to Vegas and spend it on strippers? No, you give it back to the states. So you take the 1.9 billion, you divvy it up wherever it needs to go into different departments, and then the states can fund their own shit because people in Tennessee know what the Tennessean kids need. People in fucking Massachusetts know what their need, and vice versa, and yada yada yada. So when Trump says, when the Democrats say that, oh, Trump's going to take all this money away from kids and take all these resources away from kids, no, we're just going to take the resources and we're going to make it state by state. Same thing with abortion, right? Some states, you shouldn't have a federal bureaucracy that oversees something that has all these nuances, like which kids are doing well, which kids are, and by the way, anytime you have the federal government, there's a lot of let's just say money getting lost, right? So a lot of this money isn't going to the children. A lot of it is, they go, oh well, we need a new basketball court at fucking Cooper High School. It's going to cost $2 million. It's like, no, I could build it for 50 grand. So, we all saw the hearings where, or some of us, I did, where they were going through, and it's what Elon is doing right now, the waste, the fraud, the abuse, and the congressman held up a bag of bolts, right? Literally a bag of bolts, like the things you screw into other shit. And he held it up, and it was a military fucking contract receipt, and he said, "How much do you think this bag of bolts cost?" And the fucking bag of bolts for the government, they paid $90,000 for them, I think. So yeah, get rid of the Department of Education, right? Because I'm sure that somebody ordered a fucking a pencil sharpener that cost $50,000. I'm sure that somebody ordered a fucking like some printer paper that cost $80,000. It's like, yeah, get that money back to the states, right? Because while there still will be some type of fraud in some of these fucking corrupt Democrat-run cities, when there is a well-run state with less corruption, they're going to put the money into the actual fucking schools. Their pencil sharpener will cost $6.99. Their printer paper will cost $4.50. And that leaves so much extra money to actually do things for the children. And what the Democrats are afraid of is they're afraid of that. They're afraid of they're afraid of taking their districts where they abuse based off of this federal fund, right? This giant pot of money where they go in, they take, and then some kid in Oklahoma doesn't get shit because they fucking figured out how to fraud better. And they don't want to see a governor, a mayor, a congressman. They don't want to see them actually implement a fund that is given to their children and implement it properly, because what you're going to see is you're going to start seeing red states and states that aren't filled with fucking corruption start to do way better. So, yes, get rid of the Department of Education. And by the way, get rid of the fucking ATF. Have to say that. Get rid of it. But like bye. This move also has mended, at least it appears publicly to have mended the feud between Massey and Trump. Either Massey took it as an olive branch or Trump took it as an olive branch. But Massey was like, yay, get rid of the Department of Education. Look at Trump's policy. This is good, 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 good. And you know what? I still don't agree with Massey. I'm still not a huge fan, but at least for optics wise only, a unified front is always a good thing to convey, right? We need the Democrats falling apart and eating each other, and at least publicly, we need to look like we're all on the same team, even if we're not. So, okie dokie. Trump and his billionaire advisor, Elon Musk, have attempted to shut down government programs and institutions. Trump cannot shutter the agency without congressional legislation, yeah, which could prove to be difficult. Not really. We could get people to do it. Trump Republicans hold a 53-47 majority in the Senate, but major legislation, such as limiting a bill, a cabinet agency, would need 60 votes. So what we need to do is we need to get 7 Democrats and all Republicans on board. So let's try that. Senate Democrats have given no sign they would support abolishing the education department. Trump and Musk are taking a wrecking ball. And by the way, this is why 2026 is so fucking important. And me and Sean were talking about this last night. It's so important that we have 2026 not only in the bag, but we need the Democrats to continue to get radical. We need to keep letting them fucking eat themselves. We need to be a unified front. We need to stop the infighting for the next 2 years so that hypothetically, let's say we pick up 4 seats, okay? We pick up 4 seats in the Senate, right? And now we have 57. We only need to convince 3 Democrats. I would love it if we picked up 7 seats, but it's probably not going to happen, right? But fucking 4, it's fucking possible, guys. It really is. We need to fucking go right. Like, all hands on deck needs to be focused on election fraud. We need to treat the 2026 election with more scrutiny than the 2024 election. And in the next um in the next 22 months, right? It would be a really good idea if we could try to adjudicate for any fraud that happened in the last election. Because if we can prove that, then Congress would be forced to maybe change some laws where, yeah, you know what, guys, we really do need voter ID. Voter ID has to happen, right? We really do need in person, same day voting. We really do need paper ballots. Because if you do that, I think 7 seats is totally manageable. And then we don't need to ask them permission for anything. Then it's fucking Agenda 47 is fucking full steam ahead. So let's see if we can do it, man. We gotta fucking stay focused. I understand. I talk about crazy shit. I get into the battles. I said it last night. I'm the fucking cleanup crew. I'm the garbage man for all of this shit. But other people like Scott Pressler, they need to be laser focused, and we need to stop this whole like, give me the Epstein files. How about you fucking chill? How about we fucking focus on election integrity? How about we focus on securing the border? How about we focus on the price of eggs? How about we focus on the fucking crime, illegals, all sorts of other shit? I don't give a fuck about your fucking conspiracy theory anymore. I don't care anymore. Yeah, oh, release the Epstein files. Great. Yes, sure. But is it worth right now sacrificing the 2026 election so you can find out if the fucking Jews killed Jeffrey Epstein? Nope. Not even a little bit. And every time you say this, you get attacked by a bunch of fucking truthers. They're like, oh my God, Ben Shapiro said that he didn't give a shit. He said that he didn't give a shit about the JFK assassination. He's right. I don't really either. Everybody's fucking dead. All right? Everybody's dead. It's over. Focus on the Thomas Matthew Crooks assassination attempt and focus on the Ryan Ruth assassination attempt. Why don't you do shit where people can actually fucking go to jail? Who the fuck is going to jail because of JFK 63, 62, 63 years ago? Jesus. All right. What else we got here? I think there's one more page. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, Linda McMahon. She wants to put herself out of a job. She told the David Webb show the Department of Education doesn't educate anyone. It doesn't hire teachers. Doesn't establish curriculum. Just skimming through here. The department oversees some 100,000 public and 34,000 private schools in the United States. Although more than 85% of public school funding comes from state and local government, it provides federal grants for needy schools and programs. So that 15%, it also oversees 1.6 trillion in student loans held by tens of millions of Americans who cannot afford to pay for university outright. Get rid of that. Get rid of it. Yeah, sorry. No. Get rid of it. Done. 1.6 trillion saved. We'll revisit it in 4 years. Right? We don't need you. We need to educate Americans. Educate Americans in America, right? All right. And hey, this is triage. This is triage, okay? We don't need you to come. I don't need to give you a fucking loan. Like, if you come here from a different country, I don't need to give you a loan if you're some fucking, needy, broke kid. No, no, no. We're gonna save that 1.6 trillion, right? And we'll give out the loans on a case by case basis. But it seems like that 1.6 trillion is probably getting wasted if this is the result. So just stop it. Just stop it. All right. 1.6 trillion. What's the national debt? 34 something. Now it's 33 something. Perfect. Done. Fixed it. Fixed that. That's Doge right there. 1.6 trillion. All right. Next up, what do we got? I did not have time to organize these. Israel strikes kill dozens as military launches the first ground campaign since the ceasefire collapse. Right? We talk about this all the time. You know, I really hope this war gets over with soon. I think that without the war in Israel, I think that all of these Jew hating retards all over the internet, they wouldn't have anything to talk about, so they would move on to something else. It doesn't mean they're gonna stop being awful fucking people. Doesn't mean they're gonna stop being pathetic and lonely and fucking their mom's still gonna be cutting the crust off their sandwiches. However, it would take away their focal point. 30-minute timer. All right. If you are watching on X, and if you are watching on YouTube, fuck off. Go over to Rumble at the top right hand of the screen. You will see rumble.com/TMP Uncensored. That's where we'll be for the next 20, 30 minutes, however long we're doing this. And that's where you can get in on the live chat. If you're a cunt, I'm going to mute you forever. You never, ever, ever, ever come back. You can make 50 fucking accounts. I don't care. I'll make you run around the whole internet talking shit. Eventually, you'll